Hi, and welcome. It is the holiday season, and different faiths all over the world have different iterations of this time, different ways of celebrating, different reasons for celebrating. There is a tab that we have not exploited as much as I would have liked over the last almost 3 years, but we're going to be paying more attention to it in Lace on Race, the website. Hey, look, light on Lace on Race, the website, and I'm really excited about it. Tonight is the first night of Hanukkah, and we are going to re-inaugurate Lace on Faith with 8 reflections on Hanukkah based on an amazing article by Sarah Hurwitz, 8 Nights, 8 Jewish Values, Reflections for Hanukkah on the Jewish Obligation to Build a Better World. We'll take each of her reflections on each day. This is the first night. Here's the reflection from Ms. Hurwitz, which I absolutely love. She says, Tikkun Olam has become a catchphrase for social justice in contemporary Jewish life, and for good reason. Our emphasis on repairing the world speaks to something centrally Jewish, our belief in human responsibility. Jewish worship isn't just about contemplation or petition, it's about action. We don't just sit around believing in God or asking God for things and having faith that it will all work out for the best. We are empowered and expected to act. So as Lace on Race walks surrounded by the fragrance of this season, we will marvel at the flickering candle of the first night of the Jewish Festival of Lights. Each night, we will consider portions of the essay by Ms. Hurwitz and reflect upon how each of these values align with the values of racial justice and indeed align with our North Star. It is fitting indeed that this first night guides our minds to the concept of Tikkun Olam. We are here to repair the torn, to mend the rending. It is indeed a responsibility, one that if we are truly serious about our thirst for a changed world, cannot be shirked. If we are truly serious, it means we cannot just hope, or rather cannot only hope. We cannot anticipate and hunger for a better world that we have no intention of helping to birth. To accept this responsibility is sobering, even in the lightness, even in the dance of the flickering candle. It is not enough to watch others stitch, not enough to hold our breath and hope that the seams made by millions of others in the flickering light of this first night will hold. No. For us to fully enter into the concept of tikkun, we must first wield our own needles. We must learn the skillful ways of the seamstress, how to mend without a pucker, or crucially, a further tearing of the world's cloth. As we strive to mend, we must take care to never, ever create further harm. We must see and acknowledge our place in the tapestry and enter deeply in, so deeply, that we may not see the whole of the design, but still determine with whole heart to do our part, our portion of the whole, and trust that the pattern, buttressed by our own tiny, seemingly insignificant stitches, will align with and enhance the whole. The unique threads that we have each been given are ours alone. We alone are responsible for them, and while we are free to hold on to our singular threads, and the tapestry will still hold beauty and truth without us, still, we are not absolved from this hoarding should we decide not to contribute our portion. The tapestry may not be ultimately diminished, but we, tightly clutching onto our own individual threads, we will certainly be. We must never drop a stitch at the expense of those we stand with and on whose behalf we walk. Sometimes it will not be pretty from our close-up, yet so limited view. We will see all the knots. Our needles will sometimes prick, leaving our very blood as part of the tapestry. Visceral reminders of the work we do. We do not hide it. It adds depth and heft. So we walk, and we stitch, and we sustain with our own orange trees. And another first night ends.